And drop behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Harper. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
3-yard line.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Harper. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's Sanders.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He's brought down at the 31. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now a carry for Sanders. And some space here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 14-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 54 yards on the ground.
4 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Hampton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they won the 6 points.
Maybe reward on the other defense. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Jacobs now. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Josh Jacobs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down, Horn. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Number 25.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. On first down, Hampton. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now is the Titans punter.
Back deep is Steven Sims.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little different in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 11 yards there, first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Reception here by Rose. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On third down, it's Harper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Hampton, flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. The final shot before break. Hampton taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On 1st down, it's Harper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 4.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win game.
And on deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hampton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. Big hold of the 30. They find some open field here. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
Raiders.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Harper. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
48-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up there, the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Another run with Sanders.
And this is going to be a Titans first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Off the play fake. Hampton taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off-play action. Hampton, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake. Hampton. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Off-play action. Hampton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For number 80, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams. It's just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still... I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Another run here with Sanders. And some room to run now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tennessee, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, it's on. Go. Sideline, touchdown.